Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we're talking about the transfer portal and what the impact brings on college football. So what's everybody's opinion on it? I mean, like, Colin, what would you say your opinion is on the transfer portal?
On the transfer portal in general, I think they need to have a lot more rules than they do now. Because, I mean, I like the idea that you can transfer and not have to wait a year. I think the whole waiting a year thing was stupid. But it's a lot to, I mean, it seems like a mess to me.
Yeah.
But
Go around the table. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to realize here that if you were transferring due to playing time, like you weren't that good, you're going to figure out that getting in all that mess with the other thousands of kids, sometimes you're just not going to be able to go anywhere else. And they're going to realize, or they're going to go right back to their school or have no home. So that could limit it after a year, but the NIL playing in with it doesn't help. It's going to turn into colleges like us almost, or smaller Power 5 programs are going to be JUCO programs for the top dogs. So why would I start at Oklahoma State whenever I could make six figures at Alabama and maybe play?
Or you can make 5 figures and ride the bench.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it gets more people watching the game. Like, I think it's exciting, I guess, in a sense. But like Colin said, it's definitely a mess. I do think there should be a little more rules, but especially with like NIL, like Zach said, that's almost like for us, it's going to be really hard to stay, I guess, relevant.
Yeah, because when I think about the Big 12, like I know 2 schools are offering like a minimum of 5 figures, which is Tech and OU, if you're in football, of course. And that is huge. I mean, if you're making 5 figures and you're riding the bench, even walk-ons are going to make money off of that. I don't know. I just think there needs to be more restrictions on it instead of just I transfer and I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I do think sometimes it's cool because I'd like to see a guy like let's say Hudson Card, for example. Maybe he doesn't go Power 5 and he goes somewhere smaller, builds his stock up, transfers again. I like those ones. But you transferring to another school just for NIL at this point.
So JT Daniels is gone everywhere.
Yeah.
For me,
Slovis.
think, which if I was in this position, I probably would do the same thing too. I think these kids are doing it for the money at this point.
You can bark about loyalty, but like if you get offered a blank check for 5 figures, you're going to take it.
Yeah. It's the same situation with Live Golf and PGA Tour.
Yeah.
The only difference is why John Rahm or Justin Thomas isn't going over is because they're already 50 millionaires or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they don't even need the money.
Yeah.
But these kids may need the money.
Right.
So.
Right. A lot of
And even there are some, like honestly, Spencer this year, it's not for the money. He needs to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't know. JT could transfer into the school this year and then transfer again as an injury year.
Yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be a cap on that to where you can only do it once. I'm not sure if that's in effect now or.
I thought it was twice.
I'm supposed to be once.
Really?
Who knows?
I just like to see him regulate it in some way. Make it to where you can only transfer once. Make it to where you can transfer once, and then after that, there's like a penalty year where you have to wait. Make it to where there's like closer to like a salary cap on NIL money.
Yeah, the NIL is the thing for me.
Where you like, because not that it's not fair, because it is fair because they have the money, but like a school like A&M where they're given 6 figures to any player they look at, and you look at like, I don't like using us because
just say Kansas.
Any other school, that isn't able to do that doesn't have the same pull, even though they don't have the same pull in general, but it doesn't like.
It's not helping this. Like even you're even seeing that with Dion Sanders.
Yeah.
Like people are wanting to go play for him, and those like he's saying.
And they're 1-11 this year.
Yeah,
exactly.
The report was like over 200 players in the portal were reached out. Agreed to reach together. You know.
Yeah.
The schools can screw you, man, because like even with DeAndre Jackson, who's on OSU right now, he wasn't able to play because A&M wouldn't release his transfer. It's like we could, if we wanted to play like that, we could do that with Mason Cobb, since he's going back there and be like, you guys screwed us, we can screw you guys. But I don't think we'd want to do that to Mason Cobb.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool, like you said. It's entertaining to like see it, everything shuffle. But to me, it's getting to where it's a lot closer to like a free agency than it is college. advantage.
Which
Yeah.
Might as well have a midseason free agency deadline. Might as well
Yeah.
start trading.
That's
Well,
what it
yeah, you might as well
seems
get
like.
trades going.
Yeah.
At this point.
I
Which-
could see that happening.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
You
But
know, we'll give you Mason Cobb, but you give us $200 million in
Imagine,
salary.
but
cap.
like
It
let's
almost
say the
works like that in
players-
high school with some of these.
Yeah,
area
let's say the
teams.
players like agreed to
This
it.
dude's good at football. We suck at football.
Yeah.
But if you give us that dude for basketball, then we'll float.
yeah, especially all the receivers that are in the portal now, like that Arizona receiver, Singer, he's good. Theo Weiss has potential. Thornton from Oregon, good.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's a lot of good players, and there's there's probably 2,000 players in there by now.
I thought I saw a thing this morning that said it was
It's definitely 1,500 plus,
at least 2,000.
but I don't know.
When do
It's-
players have to make a decision? Do we know?
That's what I don't know
It's-
because I'm pretty sure they can play the bowl game.
So yeah,
See, I thought once you entered the transfer portal, you were done.
no, because didn't
We had somebody play that was in the portal last year.
Really?
Caleb Williams do it last year?
Yeah. He hadn't really announced it yet, but
Right.
he did play in the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it for us?
I don't remember. Did Bernard Converse play in the bowl game?
Yes.
Okay, well, he transferred.
Was he in the portal before the bowl game though?
I don't know.
I know.
I know McAllister did not play.
Yeah, I know McAllister didn't. To my knowledge, Converse played, but I don't
I can.
really remember.
Because I remember Corey Black and Muhammad playing a bunch in that game, and I was like, dang, we'll be set next year. Because those two
Oh, he didn't
did
play.
pretty good.
I don't think
Really
he
think
did.
he didn't get a tackle.
I don't think he did.
I don't think they should play.
Jared Bernard played. Yeah.
Oh, well, if they're in the portal, I don't think you should play them.
Tanner McAllister played.
It's
Yeah,
developing people.
that wouldn't make any sense to me either. I think if you're in the portal, you don't want to be with the team. So
I don't think they played a lot.
yeah,
I can remember Jabbar Muhammad and Corey Black playing a bunch last year in the bowl game and being
Yeah.
like, wow, those dudes are actually good. Because even Holmes got hurt towards the end of that bowl game. I don't know where the Cypress dude's going, but I've heard he's could be draft.
I heard Ohio State's pushing
Would make sense. I mean, Leary would fit just about
anywhere. Yeah.
I'd take him.
I could see one of these top quarterbacks going to Oregon.
One of these teams, that's if Nix doesn't go to the draft. Or
Right.
whatever. One of these players will probably go to Arizona State,
They got good.
and that'd probably be a dual threat. Because I was hearing things about Spencer going there, and I'm like, Spencer's better in Arizona State, but
He might do it.
he
just
would
to
fit.
ball out,
He would
though.
fit the system, though,
Yeah.
with how they run it.
Especially because even Jaden Daniels played good there.
Uyangalele would do good there too. We're supposed to get the good linebacker from Tulsa, right? That would help a lot.
I don't really think this
Dude, Cobb's
Indiana.
high up there.
He is high up there.
He's at 18th.
This Indiana linebacker, I don't feel like he's gonna go to OU. It says they crystal balled him to go there, but his dad coaches at Notre Dame, so I have a feeling it's kind of like a Cade
Don't
situation.
even have predictions for a lot of these.
Is it-
No,
you
you
can freaking put A&M next to
I thought Trey Sanders pretty much already went to Colorado. The
I don't
Alabama.
Yeah, I know he's.
Yeah, I think
reached
he's
out.
the one that's boom.
Yeah, he probably will. It's just
You talk about Justin Wright, the linebacker.
I think Jeff Sims will probably go to Louisville. That just makes
I saw
too
a
much
lot of people
sense.
putting Devin Leary at OU, and I was like,
Yeah, I saw that.
Austin Stogner transferred.
Yeah.
he's back to OU, is what they say.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I guess other than really Mason Cobb, for Oklahoma State, we kind of expected those guys. to leave
Production
anyways,
wise,
right?
yes, because we expected Lacey and Ford to go to the draft.
Yeah.
The two that I was really nervous about leaving are the ones that are staying.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I
And
was
our
so
center
nervous.
staying.
Yeah, Wilson's staying.
All right, those were our thoughts on the transfer portal and what it means to college football. Thank you for watching.